Lord,
How did I do that?
Lipton.
Okay,
Okay, good afternoon.
You're
It's
bringing it up.
1 a.m., 1 p.m.
No wonder I'm so tired.
Yeah, June 9th, I'd like to call the Environmental Services Committee to order. Do we have any pecuniary interest?
None known.
Okay, we have no delegations, circulation of prior meeting minutes. They were approved at our May council meeting. And we'll go down to the ongoing task list. And I think there's only one item on there. And I think we talked about that. It's the bylaw 20 of 22, the private
Privates.
hydrant.
yeah, it shouldn't even be on there because it's all,
Okay, is it?
It's done.
Okay, I didn't,
Yeah, we talked about that at last committee.
yes, that's right. And I don't see any,
So we didn't made a mistake in not requesting it be removed,
okay,
I believe. That's
so we'll receive and file that. Okay, we'll move on down to environmental health and safety. It looks like somebody did a very thorough job here. But when I look at it, I don't see anything that's not been here before.
nothing new.
We have the construction where we're well aware of all the other issues. So I'll move that we receive and file.
Seconded.
Okay, thank you. And then we'll ask Mr. Van Straaten to do his environmental services monthly report.
Okay. So updates from previously, our digester project. Been working back and forth with Associated Engineer. They submitted their draft report for review. Copies were distributed out through council and CAO. At a review, and if there's any questions or comments, I had asked that they be sent back to me so I could forward them on. I didn't receive any, but I did have some myself, so I asked them to expand on the potential options for trying to work with the existing setup we have. And then looking at moving forward with like a staged progress model. So, we can do it if we do this, then down the road, do a few other modifications to try to get some more capacity and try to minimize the overall cost over a wider span. So they're gonna look at getting some different options and ideas brought forward for that. And then once they're ready, they're going to come and do the in-person meeting.
So you mean related to the report that we all had?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
So there is some questions in it.
Yeah.
And a lot of it unfortunately relates to expansion. So with some of the potential developments that could happen in the village, we need to look at, can we handle these and what do we have to do?
Yeah.
To handle them and keep the plant running at an optimal level. So they're gonna look at that. It is a little hard. You're kind of guessing at what's gonna happen with these developments. So we're just kind of using the best information we have at this time, and obviously it may, depending on what happens, if anything over the next few years, they have to be adjusted accordingly. But because we don't have any definite plans or commitments to these developments, we really can't say this is exactly what we need to plan for.
Except that we do know of plans,
I've
potential plans.
seen potential plans, but that doesn't mean we're actually gonna see them built.
Well, I think some of it over time.
And then I wasn't with the other issues going on with the other development. Not sure where that's exactly at right now either, but that's.
That wasn't even one I was referring to.
So, he's giving, I believe it's 3 different options
Okay.
with 3 different numbers, and we're just gonna try to
Okay.
work from that, so.
Okay.
Okay.
So that should be coming, hopefully, they were hoping to be here. They're hoping for the the end of the summer before August. To get in and do that in-person meeting.
Just a question when you're talking about development, the current development on Venetian, on the new subdivision.
Yeah.
On the new cul-de-sac, is that taking us up towards capacity?
No.
No, there's still room
It's
beyond
small
that.
enough that it's not,
Okay.
it's more, the Holmes Foundry.
Yeah.
The Exmouth and.
Yeah.
What could happen down at the waterfront there with the
Yeah.
lead property, so they're.
Okay.
ones, right, so.
Thanks, I just wanted to know if there was still room.
The sewer lining, so we had the crews in last week doing measurements and prep work for the sewer lining. And I'm just waiting for confirmation of what day or what week they're gonna start the actual lining process. I spoke to them prior to last week, and their plan is still to be here over the FIFA games.
That starts Friday.
Yeah, so hopefully within the next week or two, they'll move in and get that job done.
Okay,
That is, as far as I know, that's still the intention on their part. The environmental services building had a bunch of change orders come through, and related costs and savings on that. So we did have some changes that had to be done. We've also had, right now, we're about $25,000 in cost savings that we've managed to get back, just by doing some of the changes, some of the different materials.
2.5, you said?
25,000.
Yeah.
5,000.
That's a good number.
So.
Significant.
It is
Yeah.
going, they've poured the concrete floor for the office section. Tomorrow, they'll be, weather permitting, they'll be pouring the remaining floor.
Exciting.
And then the building is scheduled, and I've been told it's confirmed that they will be making delivery of the actual steel structure on Monday.
So we'll start to see things
So we
next week.
Should start seeing
Yeah.
things
Cool.
within next week.
Good.
Actually,
Get above ground.
Yeah,
So you were gonna ask? something?
Yeah, I wonder if we can go back to the St. Clair lining project for a little bit.
Okay.
Is the contractor responsible to communicate with the residents on that street about blockages and things?
Yeah,
Or
so
how does
once,
that work?
once we have the confirmed arrival date, there'll be notice before they start work. There's notices that'll go out. Door knockers basically to every door, explaining timeframes. There will be a period when they're doing the certain sections that residents won't be able to use their toilets and stuff because they do have to block the sewer. Obviously, they can't have raw sewage pouring in when they're trying to put the liner in. But there will be notices door to door given prior and letting them know the time frame to plan for that.
Do we know how long, like, they line the sewer? Is it half an hour till they go cut the holes out? Is it 12 hours?
Oh,
Or do you know?
they'll be the better part of the day.
Yeah.
Without their facilities, so that's why they'll give, I believe it's at least 2 days notice.
wow.
And we can put something out earlier, once we have a confirmed date that they're gonna start arriving on site. But
Yeah, that would be good in case anybody misses a door knocker, like you're at work or
yeah,
something.
the businesses, I spoke with them, they do have a means for some of the businesses, they'll be looking at, doing a bypass, so they'll actually be pumping out going and pumping out their lines. So they're not shutting down businesses for the day. The residential homes won't have the same service, but
And then are there also like, say, coming off of Charles Street? Does Charles Street drain into the main that runs up?
yeah, and if they'll be plugging the sewers as needed,
Mhm.
but anybody that's gonna be affected will be,
So there could be people on Charles Street that get notice as well,
yeah.
but potentially.
Yeah.
Okay, all right,
Like close to the corner.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
And that's what they were doing last week. Everything got cameraed again. The flows were all confirmed, which direction, where they had the block, put the plugs in, where they have to do everything. So that was part of last week's work, was to make sure that they had that all figured out.
And it's the whole street.
It's from Front Street right to Michigan.
The whole street that was under construction previously,
Yeah,
Yeah,
and they'll
okay.
be doing it in sections.
in
but,
stages, okay,
They don't plan on any full road closures. Right now, they're planning on hopefully keeping one lane, depending on how people respect traffic signs and everything else. We'll have to see how things go. If people obviously aren't respecting the traffic signage, then we may have to just close sections of the road down for safety of staff, and we don't want anybody getting hurt because people don't wanna, take a
Mhm.
minute out of their day to go around a block, so. Hopefully that's not the case, but in the past we've had to, so we'll see. So the additional berms at the facility, we're still working with them to see about getting those cleaned up, leveled out, and we're hoping that we can make it so all the material stays on site, so we don't have to deal with any excess soils and cost to remove any of it. We're pretty sure that they'll be able to put in, make it all burned up and keep it all as a cuttable berm. The steel building, again, confirmed for Monday. All the services were installed and connecting, so the water and sewers were installed. We're just gonna, once settling as a pair, we'll pave the roads, but we don't wanna.
Did you just put cold patch in now?
We put some cold patch in because there was some concerns, there was some gravel on the road and there was, bicycles and motorcycles down in that area. It's a little hazardous for them, so I asked to have the cold patch put in to prevent the mess, so.
could you tie the final coat in with St. Clair Street when it gets done?
We probably could.
Like, is that
It's
October?
not gonna be that big of a
Okay.
spot, but depending on. Well, I haven't seen any actual dates yet
No.
For
St.
paving?
Clair. Yeah.
Yeah, no, there aren't dates
So-
set yet.
Depending on, now it's up to Dixon, the contract, like they're responsible for that, so.
Oh, then it's,
Um,
okay,
I wouldn't, if it worked out, we could probably do something, but
just thinking of cost savings, but it's
Yeah.
not the same company,
yeah, no, they've already, they're covering that, it's
Okay.
not the villages.
okay,
And then a new schedule was provided, and originally they had a mid-August completion date, and they've now bumped that to mid-September, which I still think is very optimistic, but hopefully they can maintain and get that done. The new generator at Venetian Pumping Station, still waiting to get all the concrete and underground conduits in. As soon as that's in, we can get the generator put in place. Storm services for the new subdivision on Venetian, they've been installed and connected to the village system. They're doing the water connection tomorrow, and they have decommissioned the old existing private connection that used to feed the condo corporations. It
Oh,
was
yeah.
disconnected last
Yeah.
year, and the meter pit was taken out, but
okay,
so they've removed that T and repaired our pipe, so
that's good,
that's no longer there. Work management, we have four full-time employees. I've provided the job description and the ad for the new full-time position in the department to the CAO. There's been some back and forth with, I'm not exactly sure what, Colette, to look at pay equity and stuff before we go to the union. So we're just waiting to hear back from that, and then I guess the next step would be to meet with the union and then try to get the ad out.
I've also asked Colette for clarification on that, like, this is new to us, we have never gone to, and, to put in a new position that's a
Yes.
union position. So I've asked her for some guidance on how to go about that too, so that's part of the,
we did
What
the
we've asked
seasonal
before.
one, and she was helpful,
yeah, but that wasn't really a new
yeah,
position, it
okay.
was just a,
yeah,
a seasonal part-time of
Yes.
an existing position. So like the same rates apply, this is a totally different responsibility
Yeah.
and job description, so it's it's a good thought for sure, but it's not exactly, so I just thought I'll just
Well,
ask her, and maybe she doesn't even have advice on it, I don't know. But if she doesn't have any advice, then I'll talk to probably the HR people at the county when I hear back from her.
And then I saw a posting yesterday on the county system for St. Clair. So did we
yeah.
post before on the county system?
Yep, we
Okay,
have.
okay,
Yeah, so yeah, St. Clair has.
they're looking for a water person.
They have multiple positions
Yeah.
open, and Laws, I believe, posted a position as well, just recently, like
Oh, Aqua, okay,
Aqua at the Laws plant.
Yeah.
We do generally post on the
okay,
county
I
site.
just forgot that then. When I saw the St. Clair posting.
Definitely. Definitely a shortage of people right now for these positions. Everyone's having a hard time finding people, so.
Well, if people were asking what area should get into, I said,
Mhm.
we have a few ideas,
Yeah, yeah. No, we can just keep trying,
yeah,
but and then for training, all the staff are continuing to get all the required hours and training they require for their certification, and we're continuing to follow the village's training matrix done through the health and safety coordinator. Certifications, all the staff have the certifications that they require. Under the treatment plant, all of the maintenance is still being completed as normal and tracked through our mesh work order system. The admin building, the existing one, still has the health and safety concerns. We're getting close to an end of seeing this item. We'll be able to take that off soon, I hope.
we'll throw a party.
Yes, the new admin building is moving forward nicely. Myself and staff are working on service contracts, so I actually just finalized two of our existing contracts for renewal, and I'm just working on the one for all the village generators, except for it's minus the one here at the office and the fire hall. They're done separately. But confirmed with Mike yesterday that he wants to continue on with the arena on our side, like with our contract. So I'm just dealing with some few final details, and hopefully by the end of the week, I'll have a 5-year signed contract with one of the service providers on that.
Just a question. Would it not be, good to even add the other two, like for economy of scale?
I have talked to the previous fire chief about that. They
Okay.
didn't want to be involved. They want to keep themselves separate from us, so. That didn't get included, and
Okay,
it was brought up last year. Again, it was previous, they
Okay.
they-
I just thought maybe you could get a better price if you had all the generators on one contract.
it has been discussed in the past, so. Maybe going forward, we can always add it,
Mhm.
get them added in, but yeah, it's always been done separate.
Okay.
So. Then some of the smaller scale capital projects in the department are moving forward nicely. The examples is the sludge mixer and the sludge pump piping valve replacements. And then all the annual preventive maintenance is being worked on over the summer here. Inspections, we haven't any inspections for the wastewater side. The infrastructure for the wastewater, all of the assets are in good operational condition. As discussed before, working with In Situ Forum on the sewer linings on St. Clair. And then the village is going to be, throughout the summer and fall, we're gonna be working on sewer flushing and camera work on an ongoing basis. That's part of the capital project, which is gonna be a multi-year plan to do the whole system, and then we're using this as part of the asset management planning to keep condition assessments and keep it all up to date and tracked. Drinking water system, all the assets are in good working condition at the time. Valve turning for the water system's been completed. And staff are currently working on finishing up hydrant flushing throughout the village, and it should be done during the month of July. They should be finishing up here the next 3 to 4 weeks. Inspections, we did have a surprise unannounced inspection for the drinking water system. All the information was provided to the inspector. I actually received the draft report yesterday and there was no issues found, so. Next month I'll have the formal final result that I can present and council can have it. Stormwater infrastructure. Still working with Torment and Cat. We have the 1 unit in place. Trying to get some details on when they're gonna come back and get the second one done. The contractors from out of town, and I think they've got themselves maybe overbooked. They're having some troubles getting back. But I've been in contact with them, trying to get some dates and get this rolling, so. I've made it quite clear to them, I want it wrapped up before the end of this year. I don't wanna carry it forward in the next year at all, so. It's been ongoing long enough that
Yeah.
we want it done and finished up.
So,
Sorry.
so with this, we have no safety concerns or anything like that. We're still good.
Yeah, no,
Like
everything's
it's
still
not,
fine, everything's
could
still
putting us
functioning.
in a situation.
I know when, and the way we planned it was, they had talked about taking 2 units out at once, and
Yeah.
I said that wouldn't work, because if we did have a storm, we
Yeah.
needed to have at least 2 of the units
Okay.
operational. So we have, currently, we have all 3 units that are operational.
Okay, perfect.
When they do come back, there'll be a few week period, we'll be back down to 2, but yes, we.
Yep,
we
okay.
have nothing, I have no concerns.
Okay.
Over it right now. Catch basin repair, it's an ongoing list. We've repaired a number of them throughout the village. We do have a few more on the list to do. One of the big things with this is the existing ones is because of the location and the proximity to the Laws water mains. We need, Laws has a policy that they have to have operators and staff on site while the work's getting done, so trying to schedule it with us, the contractor, and Laws is proving to be difficult. Just trying to find a time when all 3 parties can do it, and the weather and everything else has to cooperate as well, so. They will be getting done this summer, just taking a little longer than it should, to be honest. Then the Lambton County planned road work down under the bridge at Waterfront Park. We're reviewing the camera work, that all the camera and flushing's been done. Need to start getting a hold of the county. And figure out how we're gonna put that in, cause all that work is supposed to be tied in with the whole project. So we have to try to, nobody's reached out to me in a while, I haven't talked to them, so. Gotta try to figure out where they're at with the tenders. I'm not sure exactly who's working on it right now at the county, so, but we gotta get together with them and get that all planned out. I believe they wanna do that. I thought it was late August, September,
Mhm.
my understanding, so time's starting to fly by here, so.
Yep.
Vehicles and equipment. All the vehicles are well maintained, self-working or safe working condition. I just wanted to make a note that we currently do have 3 pickup trucks in our fleet for my department. These include a 2015, a 2018, and 2019. I know there's been some discussions about the vehicles and being new vehicles, et cetera, but we are looking at, we have an 11-year-old and 8 and 9-year-old vehicle.
I was thinking,
So,
that's exactly where I was thinking, look how old they are.
They're still in great shape. They're
Keep up the
they're
good work.
super well taken care of.
Yes.
They are kept, and they do look like new for the most part, but they are not by any means.
We know that,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, I just, you
No,
hear it.
no,
you
no,
hear it,
yeah.
and I just saw I put it out because some people do.
It was
they
a
think they're
comment
new
made.
all the time,
Yeah.
right? So,
Mhm.
There's a comment made recently on social media about all our new trucks rolling around, and I thought, they're not new trucks, they just take care of them.
yeah.
Right,
No, that's, I just wanted to put that, because you do
Yeah.
hear it and people, I've heard it, and people have said it to me, and I just
Yeah.
want people to understand that.
Yeah.
We're between 7-year-old vehicles,
Yeah.
which is pretty good.
Yeah.
And it's good that people think they're new.
yeah, that's right.
Obviously, the
You-
proof that we're taking care of them.
You take good care of your
Yeah.
fleet.
Health and safety, ongoing issues, they're all, I guess, hopefully a couple months. They'll be gone and never seen again.
Gone and forgotten.
Security, I don't have any security issues at the facility. We do have a contractor putting a gate extension on the bottom of the one gate. So the gap's a little
You can crawl
little
under.
high, so some people could get under, others not, so. We're gonna make sure that, we're gonna make sure that nobody can sneak in under there. Capital and reserve, so we just continue to try to get the capital projects completed and keep moving forward. And anticipating that should be able to get the majority, if not all, capital projects done and off the books for 26. This is just ongoing. I need to, we've spoke with getting the updates for the GL accounts. So Jim and I have spoke, Jane and I have spoke. I have a list at the plant of all the projects I went through and printed off previous GL codes from previous years, and I highlighted them. So now I just gotta meet with Jane and go through and figure which money went back to reserve, which got carried, and amounts to figure it all out, and then hopefully we can get a separate like monthly list that will be presented so everybody knows where we are year to date. From where we started at the beginning of the year, where we are and where we're ending.
And this is, your department's got the biggest number of capital
Yeah.
projects, but this will pertain to all departments,
Yeah,
right?
it's carryover, not
Um,
knowing.
Yeah. Well, you won't be doing the work for
I
them.
was gonna say yes, but if anyone else has these, then yeah, they'll have to provide Jane with
Yeah,
that information for her to track down.
you're
Yeah,
developing the
funds.
process, basically.
Yeah,
Right.
so
I know
Yeah.
operations had a few, I'm not sure if fire had any,
I think,
they might have had one,
Rick said there was one or two,
yeah.
not many.
No.
Most of it's from my side, so. We'll get that together. The work for the engineering and the road underground over on Mara Lake Church and Simpson, it's moving forward. I speak with Dobbin on a regular basis with some of the other projects they're working on, and they're assuring me that they're moving forward well on that, so assuming in the next couple months, we'll probably have some, estimated numbers and stuff on their end, and then the village will have to look at, if there's any desire to move forward and, grant options, stuff like that
Well, we're gonna watch for
for,
anything that might come out. There was some talk that there was supposed to be some more grants, but
yeah. Then I am looking to, after a few of the training and conference things I've been at, there's been quite a few discussions pertaining to some of the ECAs that are fairly new and have come out in the last few years. So I want to start looking at getting for next year to have a comprehensive review and some legal included in that and recommendations for 2027, just to make sure that we are following all the industry best practices and that everything's considered moving forward. And then unfortunately, I'm already looking at starting to look at priorities for the 2027 capital budget, as the year's already half over. So it's getting to be that time.
Yeah.
My God,
Again, to start thinking about that. I have no community feedback. I'm sorry.
I have feedback for you
Good or
from
bad?
earlier today. The fire department was very appreciative of you allowing them to use their facilities.
Yeah, actually, it's been.
You mentioned that a couple of times.
Yeah, Rick's been
Yeah,
very
very
over a
complimentary.
bunch of times, so it's going great. They're having good training, and
Yeah, no, he
That's good.
appreciates it. and You brought it up.
I know we talked yesterday, once the building's done, they have other plans to do more training there, and then they'll also be able to bring the ladder truck in. Rick has some plans to do some training with the ladder unit as well. Just
Oh, yeah.
right now, we can't. With the way the
Yeah,
construction.
yeah.
They can't
Room
get in.
on
There's no
site.
space. Yeah,
No, and if anywhere that they could use it, it's just really close proximity to the hydro, so it's, once everything's done, he has plans to do even more stuff there, so that's good.
Moving forward.
Upcoming events, the only thing I have for that, just a continuation, is we did get the Aqua water tap set up for the Canada Day event. For the event planner, so Aqua's confirmed that it'll be there and ready to go, so. I don't have any closing comments.
Okay, I'll move that we receive and file the environmental services
seconded.
report. Thank you. Any other new business? Jake, anything from you? Nothing? Okay,
Anything
nothing?
about the project? Any more road closures or anything? Nothing?
For which, sorry,
Is it Scott Crescent?
oh, on Venetian?
Yeah,
I know everything,
Yeah.
everything's done now, so the only
Okay.
thing left to be done as far as, well, tomorrow they'll be doing the connection for this new 6-inch main.
mm-hmm,
That's gonna be entering the roadway. They're doing the tie-in, the hot tap for that. But it won't require any road closure. It's right in the boulevard, so there'll be no issue there. The only thing left in the roadway will be to repave where the storm sewer got tied in there. And I imagine that'll be a few weeks yet. They'll
Mhm.
want that to settle, and so they don't have to come back and redo it, but. Yeah, they're moving forward there. So they removed, today it was over. They're removing I don't know if you know, the big concrete
Yeah.
pile. So
Yeah.
all that waste there, they're taking it off site, and they're taking a lot of soil. Clean soils off site today.
just thought of something. What about that big concrete thing that they found that was for laws?
It's been fixed, so
Okay,
we had a few meetings. But we did got Clinton and Aqua over, so they went with my suggestion that we eliminated the old concrete one. We ran brand new
okay,
conduit from the meter pit over to the panel.
so
so
that
they were shut
cement
down.
thing's gone.
There's
Yeah.
a big section of it that's
Okay.
gone, the existing, there's still. The remainder of it's still in the ground, but they plugged it, they filled it up with concrete.
Good.
To decommission it, and then they ran new conduits, so,
I'd forgotten about that was there.
yeah, no, that all got taken care of once Clinton came back from. Out west, we met and
Okay,
got
perfect.
that all sorted out and taken care of, so. It went smoothly.
It's good. Okay, financial statements, if there's no new business, any questions,
I didn't have any.
concerns? I just have one question, and I'm looking at the numbers, and they look to be a little light on sales. Or residential consumption's down, residential sewers down. Oh. You know, not a huge amount, but I've been keeping an eye on it and it's trended down. So,
Maybe is it weather related, like
could be,
not filling up my
No.
pool, like, cause
yeah,
You know,
it
it has
could be,
been
I don't
hot.
know, I'm just,
Are you comparing it Tim, to like last year.
Well, I haven't looked
period
at last year. I've just been
I just
keeping
wonder
an eye on it this
percentages.
year.
if it was a seasonal thing.
Like, I don't know if it's seasonal or not. I haven't been. And then we're down on the, let's see, where all of they? No, those are the two. They're like 17%. Two. The other ones are 25, 24 in the 20s. So I'm just keeping an eye on it. Is at the end of the year, it could cost some money, right? I'll do some further investigation on that.
So we might not talk to Jane, figure out like whether or not the building is included or.
Yeah, I'm just wondering, you see that it's 16.97 for both of those. On the residential side, just seems lower. So,
Yeah, and this is as of the end of May.
yeah.
After the meeting, I'll go and look on the,
Okay. As I said, it's not a huge amount, but it's just, it's a little bit behind.
And it it is possible because it was not a real nice spring.
Yeah,
Everything came late, so. Usage might have been down.
Yeah,
partially
could
because of
be.
the cold.
yeah.
nasty
Well,
weather.
it was wet too, right? Like,
Yeah.
I know I haven't started watering until the last 2 weeks.
I know, just last week, I got a call from Devin. That used to work for us.
Yeah.
He's back out with Aqua. And, he called me, that it was in the evening, wanted to know if we had any issues with water pressure, because Petrolia could not keep up. They were having a hard time keeping up with the water in their
Or
tower.
is that right? Eh?
So they were out, they were even gonna have drones up. They thought they might have had a main break in their supply line from the booster. And they never did. And late that night, the usage over that day was so significant. So they figured a lot of people, because it was the first nice couple of days.
Oh,
They
okay,
figured people
yeah.
were filling
Pools
pools. and
Yeah.
Okay,
Just so much was happening that they
All
were
at the same-
struggling
yeah.
to keep up.
yeah.
They were out looking for water main breaks out in the county fields.
Well, I'll take a look at it. As I said, I didn't look back yet. I just noticed that we're trending down a little, but
Trying to remember off the top of my head from the laws usage, I think we were pretty close to what we've purchased. I don't remember seeing a.
It didn't look out of whack for our
No.
last meeting.
yeah.
so this is only 3 months worth of,
Is that 3?
yeah.
Okay, so then
We're behind a bit.
yeah.
And then, so last year we were at about 34. This year, we're right around 50,000 after 4 quarters. And last year, after 4 quarters, we were 32, or even 56,000, give or take.
Yeah,
So we're about $6,000 or $7,000 less
okay.
in
I wasn't looking at the dollars, I was looking at percentage.
Yeah.
But
in
anyway,
residential consumption. Yeah.
okay. We'll keep an eye on it. Could come back. It will at my house, I know. My grass is brown.
Yeah, summer we did, just the other day, we replaced the service for the Veterans Park. So for the irrigation,
Oh, yeah,
so we ended up putting a whole new service into the high fire hydrant lead that comes off of there. Not sure. Have to meet with Mike, figure out how or who's gonna pay for
Who's gonna
that.
pay that bill?
I did have there was some discussions with neighboring municipalities about, how they handle irrigation. You know.
Yeah.
How they do with water loss, same as fire use, for practice and stuff, surprised how some of the different, local municipalities track water usage to try to cover, so instead of showing it as water loss, not so much to charge it back, it's for the fire department, they use it as, like right now, we show it as a water loss as well. So what they're trying to do is take that out of their, they can get an estimated usage, so they can say, well, It's just, it's not lost water, it's
Yes,
just not revenue.
sure.
There's no revenue to it.
Yeah.
Now they have a lot higher water loss in St. Clair Township than we do, so to them, it's a big, every
Yeah.
little bit.
Yeah.
Helps.
Well, I think the city as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I just don't wanna see us get out of control somehow. But that came up at the operations meeting. Mike did mention that you guys did some work on the Veterans Park. Okay, nothing on water? And no, nothing more on the financial, we'll receive and file that.
Seconded.
Okay, and if there's nothing else, our next meeting will be July 14th, 1 PM. And move to adjourn.